The RRR is designed to help prisoners and look at them not as criminals but as people who deserve a second chance. The RRR does realize, however, that the inmates are still prisoners and need strict rules and scheduling. The prison is designed to enforce rules and also mend them as a reward when inmates behave.
The RRR is located in the northwest region of Kansas, which is sparsely populated but still in reach of many job opportunities and open communities. Criminals convicted of felonies who have committed serious felonies in the past, however, instead of being sent to regular prison, are brought to the RRR for rehabilitation and mental aid. To qualify, the criminal has to have a background check which reveals some form of mental illness or a troubled childhood. These people are believed to have the potential to rejoin society as mentally stable citizens.
The RRR building itself is intended to look like a typical pedestrian building. The living quarters in particular look more like apartments than cells, and the rooms resemble dormitory rooms. The idea behind nullifying the atmosphere of a prison is to create an environment akin to that of outside society, to create a different atmosphere of normalcy.
The idea behind the architecture of the RRR is to create a less harsh environment to lessen the feel of a prison atmosphere. There is 24/7 access to therapists and support groups that run accordingly to different habits. Rehabilitation is one of the largest focuses of the RRR, so it is seen as a priority for inmates to receive the proper therapeutic care. The dining hall will also resemble that of a college dining hall, complete with a wide variety of food options to further lessen the feeling of a prison. Gyms will also be provided under the widespread belief that the physical exercise will help reduce aggression and stress. There are 3 tiers of freedom that inmates are allowed to have for their daily schedule. The first 5 months are spent in the strictest tier, but afterwards the inmate is permitted progressively more freedom depending on their conduct. Any misconduct in the second or third tiers will result in demotion to the bottom tier. The entry tier schedule consists of a rigid schedule that dictates when the prisoner eats, sleeps, and performs other daily activities. If a prisoner does not exhibit satisfactory conduct, they will remain in this tier. A 5-month clean record is required to progress to the next tier. The middle tier allows slightly more freedom. Sleeping and eating are still scheduled, but the remaining time is left open for the prisoner to choose his or her activities. The prisoner is entrusted to attend his or her counseling sessions and support groups. He or she also has free choice to visit the other facilities. Another 5 months of satisfactory conduct will allow progression to the final tier. The highest tier of freedom, prisoners in this tier are allowed to use their own devices. They are allowed to eat and sleep when they please and have full access to all the prison facilities. These privileges are carefully assigned and prisoners are still watched closely. However, the intention is that the prisoners in this tier are close to returning to society. Prison will keep tabs on the inmates to make sure they are following the right path and putting to use all of the therapy sessions and career center training they received. The length will depend on the prisoner's conduct history with the RRR. Also, the RRR provides job connections and applications, so stability lies ahead for the inmates. The RRR does not want to just punish inmates, but help them.